What's going on, everybody? And this is Andre from the Fear of Being Average trading channel, and today I'm bringing to you guys another US30 weekly market breakdown. So let's get right on into the video. And as I'm going through this with you guys, I'm actually going to have a few announcements that I'm going to be going over also, so just keep that in mind. So look forward to that throughout this video. So we're going to start off from the lowest time frame all the way up to the weekly. So we're going to come to a 15-minute time frame, and if you know anything about my trading style, the first thing that I always do no matter what is I mark up the previous day's highs and lows. So from here, this is a previous day's high from Friday's high that it made before market close, right up here. Then we have the previous day's low where price was currently closing at when the market closed, so right down here. So once we know the previous day's high and low, we understand that the past few days have already been bearish, meaning the probability of the next day being bearish also is just higher than unlikely, higher than price going for the previous day's high. Even though it's likely and it could happen, we just got to go through more of the markup and understand what's happening on the higher perspective on the big time frames. We need to understand that. So that once we understand that, we can come right here to the lower time frame, right on a 15-minute. Then we can have the previous high, previous low. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mark up Friday's previous Asian session. So it would, matter of fact, it wouldn't even be from here. It would be from Thursdays, because Friday actually closed early and wasn't able to have that move. So I'm going to have it right here. Now I'm going to turn this orange because this is our Asian session. I'm going to get rid of the indicator. Now we're just left with this, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull it all the way over, because we know if price wants to have a retracement of some sort, it's more than likely going to be to this Asian session. Why? Because if you understand what the Asian session is, the Asian session is usually the daily consolidation, and if you understand the market phases, the market always goes from consolidation into an expansion, retracement. That's one form it could do. Or the market always goes from consolidation to a retracement to an expansion, but it always starts with a consolidation. So if you can map out when the consolidation starts and where it is, you can then map out where the price is going to move from. So in this example, I'm going to be anticipating a possible push into the Asian session to then calculate a possible move to the downside. So how am I going to do that? I'm just gonna go higher in the time frame, because as of right now, US30 is extremely oversold. It is falling and falling, as you can see, and it's just dropping. So as of right now, there's not really much we can go off on the lower time frame. We just have to wait for the market to give us more information. But the one thing I can do is I can map out these areas in which price could likely have those reactions to. So right here, we have 35,000, which is a major big figure level that price usually more than likely is going to have a reaction of some sort. As you can see, if you pull the line all the way over, you can see this is where the consolidation was, right in this 35,000 area. So that's something to keep in mind. We also have 35,200 not too far above it. So this is also another big figure level. I can't talk, it's too early. We got a 35,200 big figure level, which is also another level more than likely to have a form of a reaction. So that's something we want to keep in mind. Then all the way down here, we have 34,800, which is another level that we want to be paying attention to. Ooh. Okay, or it could disappear. We got 34,800 right here. And that's where price is currently at. So more than likely, we can possibly anticipate a possible move from this level. But like I said, we have to wait for the market to open. This is all just hindsight right now. So we just got to wait for price to actually show us what it wants to do. But these are the major levels that we're going to be keeping our eye on. 35,200, 35,000, and 35,800. These are all the levels in between where price is currently trading at. So that's something we're going to keep in mind. Now we're going to go on to the 4-hour time frame. Just like this. Where do we see that we are at on the 4-hour? First thing I notice is, I noticed that there's this big range. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to do it on the 4-hour. It's just better off to do it on the daily time frame right here. So as you can see, the daily time frame, US30 had a major drop from 35,830 throttled their way down to 35 to 34,730, which is a major drop. And if you go down to 30-minute, you can see it was just falling and falling and falling. But now you got to pay attention to where it's coming to. So what am I going to do? I'm going to pull my fib from the bottom of this move where the move started. I'm going to pull it to its high right up here. And if you don't know where I drew it from, I'm drawing it from right here. That high to this low. So in between this range, that is where currently price is trading at. And now another thing that I'm noticing is we have this order block right here. So these last 3 down candles for this up move is a possible order block in which price is going to respect. So if you go to the 3-day time frame, you can see right here we have this 3-day order block. Because mind you, order blocks just aren't on the basic time frame, 5-minute, 15, 1 hour, 4 hour daily. They could be on every time frame, every form. You just got to be able to understand what they look like so that you realize it. I'm going to put daily order block just because it's a higher time frame. So daily order block right here. And I will go back to the 1 day. You can see more than likely price is going to have a possible reaction here. Why? Because we have more than one indicator. We have this daily order block, well, the 3-day order block, and then if you put the 50% of that 3-day order block is right here in confluence, but also at the 70.50% level right here. What's going on, guys? So before you keep on watching the video, I just wanted to tell you guys about this opportunity that I have for you guys. So as of recently, I have been getting a lot of questions and comments and concerns about whether or not I do one-on-one mentorship. I personally do not do one-on-one mentorship, but I do have mentorship now, which I decided because you guys have been asking for it for a while now. So what will I be providing? I will be providing daily live stream access and mentorship every single day, where I will teach you everything that I know and I will guide you from zero to hero. And along with that, I will be giving you live trade analysis, and you will know all of my trades taken live real time. So with that being said, the price of it right now is $100 a month, but the price is not going to be like that for long. After the first 100 people join, I will be having the price go up. So make sure you take advantage while you can. And now you can finish watching the video. So there's more than enough reason for me to believe in this area we can expect a possible reaction to push a little bit higher. That's ideally what I want to see. But like I said, we just have to wait. But this is ideally what I'm anticipating so far. And mind you, this is on a daily time frame. So these confirmations aren't small. They're higher time frame indicators. Not indicators, but confirmations. But as of right now, we understand that overall price is more than likely going to continue bullish because of the higher time frame. Now let's go to the weekly. And the weekly is the same thing. Price is very well falling. But look at where it fell to. This isn't random pricing. Look where price fell to. Right to this last down candle before this up move. And what does that mean? This is a weekly order block. So mind you, now we're trading into a weekly order block, and we're also trading into a daily order block right down here. So there's multiple confirmations on multiple different levels, and now we gotta look at the pricing. Where's this at? It's right around 35,000. So more than likely, if we can get a possible push higher to continue closing above 35,000, we know that on the higher time frame, didn't mean to do that. We know that on the higher time frame, such as the weekly, that if we continue to hold above 35,000, the likelihood of price continuing higher to then clear out these highs up here are going to be far more likely than coming down here to clear these lows and break market structure to the downside. Because you got to keep in mind what is historically always happening with US30. We have big drops, price pushes above, comes down, retraces into it, keeps going higher. Price has a big drop, price closes above it, has a retracement into it, goes higher. Price closes, comes down, has this drop right here, closes into it, and now we're looking for price to continue moving higher. That's ideally what we like to see. That's what happens with US30. So unless something major happens to the market, we should ideally see price have a reaction. So ideally right here, we could anticipate possible consolidation. Price isn't going to always be perfect. It's not going to move exactly to where you want to see it move. It always has consolidation before it does anything. And if you see that right now, price isn't consolidating, more than likely we will on the lower time frame, since it's a 4 hour, but I'm not going to do any markups on here because it's just kind of ugly right now. But the one thing I can do is if I go to the 8 hour time frame right here, I see this last down candle for this up move right here. But I'm gonna go over here. Yeah, I just don't like the way the 4 hour is looking right now. It's just the way everything is. So I'm not going to mark it up. I'm going to stick to my lower time frame analysis. And that's really it. So like I said, we're overall bullish on the higher time frames, such as the daily time frame, the weekly time frame. But now the lower time frame is extremely bearish. So now all we have to do, ideally, is we know where price wants to go. And if we're ideally bullish, now we know that we can likely target this previously high if given enough basically confirmation. So what I would be anticipating right now is I'm looking for price to have a push to the top side. I would be anticipating this move right here as a possible false break to then start closing above 34,800. Once we start closing above 34,800, you can be looking for possible retracements on lower time frames to possibly catch the expansion to the top side. But that's not enough confirmation. We have to look left also while on this lower time frame. So I'm going to move this all over, and I'm going to look where price came to, right in here. Go all the way over here, and we look left, and we see where price could likely have a reaction from. And if there isn't, then we just got to wait, simply. So this line right here shows you where price is currently at. And if you look what's happening over here, honestly, I don't see much happening. If I'm really going to be honest, it looks like this is more clean traffic. So I'm going to go to the hour time frame. I'm going to move left, look left from the hour time frame. Come right over here. There's nothing also. It's just a lot. It looks like price at least has to continue falling to at least possibly, I say 35,500, more than likely 34,500 to come into this breaker block right here. And that's the next ideal area I would potentially look for price to have a reaction off of. Price can have a reaction from where it is right now, but I don't have any confirmations to believe it will do that. So if I don't have the confirmations, I just have to let price do what it does, come to where an area that I more than likely want to see movement from. Then from there, we can anticipate what's likely to happen next. So more than likely, right now, I'm anticipating that price is going to continue falling to at least this 34,500 area. Continue falling, tap into it from here, create a form of resistance to then have the market start to trend upwards in sometime next week. The lower time frame analysis, it really isn't anything crazy right now. We just got to keep it simple because we're going off of what we have. The only information we have is the previous Thursday's Asian range. We don't even have the previous Friday's Asian range due to the holiday. So this is a lot of things to keep in mind. We just gotta let the market do what it's gonna do. But based off of our higher time frame analysis on the daily and the weekly, I'm more than likely want to see a possible, just see a reaction to the top side. Even if it's not a long-term move, I want to see a reaction to the top side and 34,588. 34,588. This general area in here is overall going to be where I want to see price have an expansion, and it could come a little bit lower, tap into possibly this order block down here, which is also in confluence at 79%. So as long as we stay above the 79% and 34,414, overall I'm anticipating that we are likely to continue to the top side. That's our overall trend for the week. Bullish as always, but for lower time frame, don't hop on any trades on Sunday, or even early morning Monday. Just let the market show you what it wants to do. Let it create its lowest point of the week or lowest point of the day for then you to catch that expansion, or at least catch the retracement. Because even if price doesn't have a long-term move to the top side, it could easily have a retracement for this short-term downtrend. And then when it has that retracement, you can then possibly insinuate price to go up before traveling even lower. So that's something to pay attention to. You already know our trend. You already know what I ideally think is going to happen with US30. So that's really it. And now I'm going to get into a little bit of an announcement. I'm actually announcing that I'm going to stop making educational videos for the moment. I'm not going to stop forever, just for the moment. I give back for a living. I love giving free content, but it's gotten to the point where I've given so much free content that it's hard for me to come up with new ideas. So the simple thing to do is I'm going to learn even more. I got to go deeper into my trading, figure out what I'm struggling with even more, because if I struggle from it, more than likely someone else is struggling from it also. And that's how I've been able to grow a following on YouTube, because I go over the things I struggled with, what I had hard time learning, what I couldn't understand, and I tried to make it as simple as possible so that everyone can understand it to a level that makes sense and it isn't as complicated. Because one thing I've gotten a lot of the times is a lot of people find my videos because they watch ICT, but they find the way he explains it very complicated, and I get that a lot. So what I do is I've watched hundreds and hundreds of hours of ICT. I have his mentorship. I've watched all his YouTube videos. I understand a lot of the concepts that he teaches. I'm not a professional by any way, and that's why he's in my description of every YouTube video. That's my mentor. If you want to learn where I learn my concepts from, go to him. If you want to learn the simplified version of what he has taught me, watch me. Simple as that. But yeah, I'm gonna stop making educational videos, but the videos I won't stop doing. I'm still gonna be live every single day. I'll still be able to answer questions if you have them, so just make sure you comment them on the live streams, and I'll be there every day marking up live trading. I'm not gonna stop uploading the short clips of the live trades. I'm also not gonna stop uploading my weekly market breakdowns. So if you guys ever have a pair that you need broken down, just make sure you comment them below, and I'll make sure to do them. Other ones I've gotten a lot of suggestions for are such as gold. Gold is the main one. I might start to mark that up on the weekend also, so that's something to look forward to. But that's really it. I'm not going to be uploading 3 educational videos a week unless I really find something that I believe you guys need. Then I will post it. But the main things I'm going to focus on are my daily live streams, and I'm just going to focus on learning more as a trader myself so that I can teach you guys more. And that's really what it comes down to, because for someone that trades the same strategy every day, there's only so much I can do when I'm physically live every day showing you what I do. You know what I mean? There's only so much else I could teach you when I don't use anything else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the time to take my trading even further, and I'm going to teach you guys on that same thing. But until then, if you want to just join my free Telegram channel, which you can see right here, the free Telegram channel that I'm live on every day, just active, and we get lit on there, take trades live. They get my videos first, and I'm just in there helping them with all their trading. That's really it. This is a free community, and if you are looking to take your trading even further, you can look into my live mentorship. You don't need to take it, trust me. With all the YouTube videos on my page and the free Telegram, that's all you need. But for one-on-one mentoring every single day, like, I hold you accountable to certain things. I give you homework, and I'm looking for you to have an improvement, and I'm looking to help you improve on a personal level. Then that's a live mentorship, but by any means, it's not necessary. I have a lot of free educational videos as is. That's really it. So this is my breakdown right now on US30 for coming into this week. I'm looking to see bullish pressure, bullish momentum, whatever you want to call it, but that's really it. So I'm gonna take this time to end the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and if you found this video helpful or found any of my videos in the past helpful, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this video, make sure you like the other videos, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning on my live session. And that's really it. So everyone take it easy, everyone be safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.